Hi everyone! Today we're going to be making this very simple AirPods Pro hanging case, and this should fit any version of the AirPods Pro that you might have. If you're interested in a case for regular sized AirPods like the AirPods 4, check the links in the description. And for this you're going to need a pair of scissors, a size F or 5 or 3 3/4 millimeter crochet hook, and some lightweight yarn. I am working with the KC brand 100% cotton yarn, and this is a size 3 lightweight yarn, and the color is Succulent. And we're going to begin by attaching our yarn to our crochet hook using a slip knot. So to do that, hold on to your tail and loop your working yarn over itself like that. I usually pinch my intersection and slide my fingers into the loop I created. Then I'm going to pull my working yarn up through that little loop. You can release your hold that you have on that intersection, and you want to pull on your working yarn and your tail at the same time. Now you can slide your crochet hook into that loop that you created, and you want to pull on your tail and your working yarn like this to slide that slip knot up closer to the head of your crochet hook. And once you have your yarn on your crochet hook, we're going to chain 13. So to place your chain stitches, you're going to yarn over and pull your yarn through the loop that's on your crochet hook like that to create these chains. So keep placing your chain stitches until you have a total of 13 stitches. Once you have those 13 chains, then I want you to turn your work in the opposite direction. So we're going to be working back over these chains. We're going to skip this first chain as a turning chain, and we're going to dive into the back loop only, which is the loop furthest away from you when you're looking at your stitch of the second chain from our hook right here. And we're going to place one single crochet here. So to do that, yarn over and pull through your loop, and then yarn over and drop the 2 loops that are on your crochet hook. From here, we're going to place one single crochet in the back loop only of each of the remaining stitches in our row. And we should have a total of 12 single crochets. Once you have your 12 single crochet stitches, it should look something like this. So from here, we're going to turn our work toward our starting tail right here, like this. And this way we can work in the front loops only that we have left over from our original chain row. And what this will do is allow us to create a small oval with our stitches like this. From here, we're going to place one single crochet in each of our remaining front loops only, going down our row. So when you make it back to the first stitch, it should look something like this, and you should have a total of 24 single crochet stitches around your little oval. Once you've confirmed that you have 24 total stitches in the round, then we're going to slide our crochet hook into that first single crochet of our little oval here. And make sure you are working under both loops of your stitch, and we want to continue this for the rest of our pattern. And we're just going to place one single crochet in that first single crochet stitch. From here, we're going to place one single crochet in each stitch in our row, going all the way around. And you might have noticed that we have sort of created a spiral pattern here, and that's exactly what we wanted. So you can't really tell where our row begins and ends, and that makes this pattern a lot easier to work. So from here, we're just going to place one single crochet in each stitch in each of our rows, going all the way around and in this spiral for our next 9 rows. Once you've added your 9 rows of single crochets, it should look something like this. And before we move on to the next section, I just want you to count and make sure that you have 10 rows on both sides here. So the way I count my rows is I locate my sort of funky chain row here, and then I just count these vertical little loops here going up all the way to the top. And then you just want to crochet to your next natural fold here. And once you're on your next natural fold, then we're just going to place 1 single crochet in our next 5 stitches. And once you have your 5 single crochets in place, then we're just going to chain 4. Then we want to skip our next 2 stitches, and starting in that 3rd stitch, we're going to place 1 single crochet in our next 11 stitches. After you place your 11 single crochets, we're going to place 25 chain stitches. And unlike the rest of the pattern, I want you to tighten down on these stitches so that they're nice and tight. And you can add additional chain stitches to make this loop longer. And once you have your 25 chains, then starting in the next stitch from where we left off with our chain rope, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in our next 5 stitches. Then we want to place 1 slip stitch in our next stitch. So to do that, insert your crochet hook in the stitch and yarn over and pull through the loop and the loop on your crochet hook. Before we cut and tie off our yarn, you just want to make sure that your 2 loops are roughly centered on your AirPods case and that they align with each other. If not, then you need to start this row somewhere else on your fold. Once you have everything lined up and centered, then we're just going to cut and tie off our yarn. And when it comes to hiding your tail, I recommend weaving it in and out of your last row of stitches for a few stitches and then down the outside of the AirPods case, because we will be turning this inside out. If you don't want to turn it inside out, then hide the tail on the inside of the case. And you can use a smaller crochet hook or a yarn needle to draw the tail down to the bottom crease of your AirPods case. And once you've drawn your tail to the bottom of your AirPods case, you can cut the tail off, but I like to leave a little bit of it so it doesn't draw to the outside of the case. And now we're going to turn this AirPods case right side out. And to use your case, you're just going to slide your AirPods into your case like this, and then you're just going to draw your big loop through your little loop. And now you can hang this case. And please let me know in the comments below if you ended up making this crochet hanging AirPods Pro case. Don't forget to check the links in the description for the regular AirPods case tutorial, as well as other pattern tutorials that I've done for similar projects. If this video helped you, please consider giving it a like and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for working with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, awesome day.